Today we are going to create a Kumihimo Loom, and you're gonna make textile art with Kumihimo. Alright, first we are going to create the Kumihimo Loom. The first step is to cut a piece of cardboard into a circle. So here I have my cardboard, and if it helps you to mark the corners, I just add a little curve on each corner to make a circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then take your scissors and cut the cardboard. All right, step 2. Draw a notch at 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3, and 9 o'clock. So if you imagine this is a clock, we have 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 3 o'clock. Or you could think of it as north, south, east, west. After you have drawn in those notches, you're going to add 4 more notches to each section. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So essentially we're trying to make 20 to 30 notches all evenly spaced out around our loom. Step 3 is we're going to cut these notches out and we're going to create a hole in the middle. So you don't want to cut all the way into it, you just want to cut those little notches. And you want them to be a little bit spaced apart. You don't want your notches too close together. For cutting the hole in the middle, if you need some help, I can come over and help you. But I usually use the scissors and have the scissors on the table and then pull up. It is difficult to do, so I am definitely here to help you. If the hole is a little bit too small, you can either put a pencil or the scissors and just turn to make a little bit bigger of a hole. All right. Now we are ready for step 4 to collect 2 different colors of yarn, 2 of each color. So I picked dark blue and white because they're 2 very different colors. They have a lot of contrast. I have 2 of each, giving me 4 total right now. Step 5, you want to line up your yarn and fold it in half and then tie a knot. So I'm going to line it up. I'm going to start by just lining up the ends together and making sure that they're even. Oh, they're pretty even. If I wanted, I could trim that off. Now I'm going to fold the yarn in half. Try to get it nice and even. And then I'm going to tie a knot. I want to tie a knot where I folded it in half. So I'm going to pick that part up, tie it around my fingers, and then send it through the loop. And I'm going to try to get my knot to be towards the top. There we go. So now I have 8 strands of yarn. Step 6 is we're going to send the knot through the middle of our loom. So I'm going to just push this through the back. This is where you might need to make the hole a little bit bigger for your scissors, with your scissors. There we go. All right, kind of looks like a little jellyfish at this point. But you want to have the knot on the bottom. So I flip it over. So setting up your loom, you're going to have 1 color will go at 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. So I'm going to pick one of my colors. I'll pick the white. So 12 o'clock I know is up here. So I'm going to put one of those in 12 o'clock and right next to 12 o'clock. And one at 6 o'clock. So I'm going to take the other white ones and put them directly south. And those notches, 1 and 2. Make sure that the whole time you're doing this, all the yarn always gets its own notch. They never both go in the same one. All right, now I have the other color. So the other color at 3 and 9 o'clock. So grab one of these and put it near 9 o'clock and 9 o'clock. And 3 o'clock would be right across from it, there and there. All right, so now I kind of have like a plus sign almost, but it does make a solid line where the color is. My loom is all ready for step 8. We're ready to start braiding. So for braiding, it can be very difficult to figure out how to keep doing the same pattern. Some people have an easy time, some others have a tough time. So if you're having a tough time, all you have to do is just start moving the yarn to different notches and don't worry about where it's going, okay? You're just simply crossing it over into other notches, picking up new ones, and you'll get some sort of a braid coming through the back. It just won't be a specific pattern. So if you're looking to make a spiral pattern, then you will follow this example of steps and you will repeat it. So to create a spiral, you're going to hold your loom, pick either color to be top and bottom. I'm going to start by making the bottom left string go to the top left. So the bottom left string is going to go to the top left. So I'm going to do that. Take it out of the notch, put it in the top left. So now I see that I have 3 here, and you always want to have 2. So I like to think of it as this one on the right kind of gets bumped off. So I'm going to take the top right now and move it to the bottom right. So I unhooked the top right one, moving it to the bottom right. Then I notice the blue is back to 2 and 2, so that means I can turn it. Turn. And now I'm going to do the same thing over again with white. So bottom left to top left. Bottom left is going to the top left. Bottom left to the top left. Kicks off that third one on the right, top right to bottom right. Top right to the bottom right. Now I have both of these, or 2 again, so I can turn it. I always turn it the same direction, counterclockwise, so that my spiral just keeps going up and up. Just like this one, it spirals the same way. So make sure you're turning it the same way each time. All right, so bottom left to top left. Bottom left is gonna go to the top left. Unhook, there. Top right to bottom right. Top right to the bottom right. Turn. So I just keep going. If you're having trouble, just slow down. Slowing down. Or if you're having a lot of trouble and you're getting frustrated, again, you can send the strings wherever you want. It's gonna create something over here, so you might as well experiment and see what you're gonna end up making. Because maybe you'll invent a new pattern that you like better. And there's a lot of different patterns that you can make. once you've been braiding for a while, you can kind of flip it over and pull the back out. And as I can see that I'm able to make the spiral shape. So it is working. It takes a while, but it is working. And always remember that if you're having trouble, you can just send it to any notch you want and forget about bottom left, top right, and just notch, notch, notch. It will make a textile art out of Kumihimo. It just might not be a spiral pattern. And again, there's a lot of different kinds of patterns. I'm only showing you one. So maybe you want to invent your own.